Yes, sir.
Okay then. So in the last class we were discussing about SLR1 parsing. Today we are going to see the next parsing, that is CLR parsing. Okay. So as we mentioned that those four parsing, either it may be LR0 parsing or SLR1 parsing, or either this CLR1 parsing or LALR parsing. If you know one, it's very easy to understand the remaining. So if you understand LR0 parsing, then it's easy to understand the remaining three. Okay. So the only difference is the item. So when we are talking about LR0 and SLR1, we are talking about LR0 items. And when we are talking about this CLR1 and LALR1, we are going to talk about LR1 item. Okay. So when we are talking about this CLR1 parsing, your C here refers to canonical LR1 parsing. Okay, and here you have a one here, which means that it is a look ahead. So you need a look ahead symbol, one look ahead symbol. Okay, so your LR CLR parsing is going to use canonical collection of LR1 items to build your CLR1 parsing table. Okay, so in the previous two cases, we use LR0 to build the parsing table. In in CLR1, we have to use LR1 items to create the parsing table. Okay. So and a slight difference in making the parsing table is over here, that we are going to use the reduce node or the reduce move only with the look ahead symbols. Okay, so we are going to use the reduce node or the reduce move only with the look ahead symbol in the case of CLR1 percent table. Okay, so remaining other thing step, everything is same. So the first thing is, what is this LR1 item? So you know what is LR0 item, right? Anyone? What is LR0 item? Anyone? So LR0 item is nothing but what? It's a production where you have a dot symbol in the right side of your production. The dot can be anywhere in the right side of the production. So if you take the example S imply AA, if you have a dot in this AA side in the right hand side of your production, we call that as LR0 items, right? So that's LR0 items. When we're talking about LR1 items, we have to include one thing, that is a look ahead. Okay, so your LR1 is nothing but a collection of LR0 items and
Oh,
a
excuse me, sir.
uh,
Excuse me, sir. There are some people waiting to join.
okay, okay, just a second. Okay, so I was talking about uh, new parsing, that is CLR1 parsing, where it is almost similar to the previous two parsing. Only different is we are going to work with LR1 item. So LR1 item is nothing but a collection of LR0 items and a look ahead symbol. So we have to introduce this look ahead symbol along with your LR0 item. So LR0 items are nothing but the production where you have dot symbol anywhere in the right hand side of your production. Okay, so consider any production, if you have a a symbol anywhere in the right hand side of the production, then we call that as LR0 items. Okay, so the next thing is, why do we need this look ahead symbol? Okay, so we need this look ahead symbol to determine whether where we can place our final item. Okay, so points to be noted is we need this look ahead symbol to tell. Okay, so the look ahead symbol is used to determine where we are going to place our final item. That is one point, and the another point is uh, your look ahead symbol will always add dollar symbol for the augmented production. Okay, so like means the look ahead of your augmented production is nothing but dollar. Okay, then- okay. So just see this example. So if this is the same example that we have discussed before, so this is the grammar. So S implies A, then A implies small letter A, capital letter A, and then A implies B. This is our grammar. So if we try to work out with CLR1, then as usual, we are going to add our augmented production. Okay, we are going to add our augmented production. So our augmented production is S just implies S is our augmented production, and working with this, uh, we have to insert our dot symbol. And since, as I mentioned, when we're talking about CLR parsing, we have to include a look ahead. So, and the points that we just see now is that wherever you find this augmented production, you have to include the dollar as your look ahead symbol. So this first line is our augmented grammar with dot symbol, or yeah, um, LR zero items. So if you consider S dias implies dot S, it is a LR zero items, but we require LR1 item. So to make it LR1 item, we have to include a look ahead. So the look ahead, as we say, that it has to be dollar for the augmented grammar. Okay, then this is our star dollar for the augmented grammar. Then whenever we have this dot uh, in front of a non-terminal, then we have to include the next production as well. So S implies dot AA, then again here also dollar. Okay, then okay. So then the next is going to be this. So it is not seen clearly here, so I just wrote it again here. So next is we have dot, after dot we have A, so we are going to include this A production. A implies dot A is our production, one production, that A implies dot B is our another production. Okay, so how we are going to put the look ahead in this case is we just have to put the fars of our left hand side. Okay, so whenever we have this type of production, we have to include the fars of A. So fars of A is nothing but A comma B, or A or B. Okay, so we have to include the look at ahead as like this: A or B, A or B. Okay, so this is how we obtain our fast state of the parsing. Okay, this will be our I node. So if we look over here, this is our I node. Okay, then Then from I node, if we go to S, if we go to I node comma S, that is if we have to take, consider this first one, then it becomes your closure becomes one. S dash implies S dot comma dollar, which is nothing but S dash implies S dot comma dollar. Okay, this is our I1 state where we carried out go to of S and the closure of the statement or the production. Okay. Then when we consider with I node state with the go to A, then we have to consider the second line of production, right? With second line of production, we got this one as implies A dot A comma then dollar. Dollar is our look ahead. Okay. So whenever we have this type of non-terminal after dot, we have to include the production of that non-terminal. So we have to include the production of A. So what is production of A? Production of A is A implies dot A capital letter A, then dot B. So here, if you look over here, what we are doing is do the look ahead. Just look the look ahead. So if you see over in the I node, so your production like this third and fourth production has different look ahead than what you see in I2. Okay, so in I2 over here, this two production is nothing but the result of our closure. Okay, result of our sorry, is a result of our transition. Okay, so this is our result of our transition. Okay, just a second. Just So what I was telling is, whenever we are talking about transition, okay, whenever we are talking about transition, your look ahead is not going to change. Okay, so when transition, so when this the first line is our from closer, then this remaining are just like from transition, which means that the production that comes after this fast line should have the same look ahead of the fast production. Okay, so in closure, our look ahead may change, but in transition, our look ahead will not change. Okay, so this is our state number two, I2. Okay, this is our I2. Then when we're talking about I3, it goes from I node to A, which gives the closure of this particular production. And so as usual, it will have look over here. So A dot small letter A dot capital letter A. So you have capital letter A, then you're going to include that production, those two production, but their look ahead. So their look ahead is same as their past production. Okay, so it goes on goes on in this manner. Okay. So this is our I3, and this is I4. So I4 is same as our I3. So you'll let's directly go to the diagram, then you'll understand. Okay. So look here, how many state we have here. So if you look over here, you have the first point to be noted is with this same grammar, we have 10 state in this CLR1 parsing, while if you remember the previous parsing, it was also the same example, but it has I think 7 states, while CLR1 has 10 state. Okay, so the reason here is, okay, so the reason why your CLR1 has more state than your SLR1 or LR0 parsing is that we have few states which have the same term of LR0 items, but we have different look ahead. Okay, so we have different look, so we consider look ahead, so it produce different look ahead. So the points you can note first is your CLR1 is going to have more or equal number of states than your LR01 or SLR1 parsing. Okay, so this is it. So considering the state, CLR1 is going to have, so with respect to the number of states, your CLR1 can have less greater than or equal to LR0 or SLR1 parsing. Okay, so this is first point. So then, so coming to the diagram, let's see. So as we know how we got this first state, that is I naught. Everyone understand? I hope so. Then we carried out go to with S, which gives you the result as this state I1. Okay. Then we discuss with I2 as well. So if we go to with this particular capital letter A, it brings this state I2. Okay, S just implies A dot A comma dollar, and since we have a non-terminal with the first line of production after dot, we have to include the remaining production of this capital letter A or the particular non-terminal where the look ahead will be same as the first statement, first production of that clause. Okay, so this is same with that. If you consider with I3 also, so here also I3 with A. So with small letter A, we have to consider this third line of production. Okay, third line of production, that is A implies small letter A dot capital letter A comma A or B. So A or B is our look ahead. Okay. Then since after dot we have the non-terminal A again, so we have to include the production. So the third and fourth production of A implies dot A, capital letter A, and A implies dot B. Then the look ahead must be same with the first line of production. So look ahead is A or B. Okay. Then we have with B, so B it will be B dot comma then A or B is our look ahead. Okay. So this is our I4. Then from here it keeps going on as it was same with the previous cases. Okay. Okay, just see see this one for a while and just see whether you can understand it or not. If not, let's discuss again. So if you have any problem, tell me now. Else, I will assume that you understand it. So I assume everyone is okay with this. So everyone will understand how you can draw this diagram. Okay. So so from I2, okay, let me just explain once. So from I2, if you carried out go to of A, it will give you the closure of this. Closure is S implies you have to consider this first line of production, that is dot will go to the next one, that is double A, then dot. So comma dollar. So here after dot there is nothing and it's the final item, that's it. So we can't do nothing more than. And if you consider next is small letter A, then it will we have to work with second line of production, then that's why capital letter A implies small letter A dot capital letter A. So you have this non-terminal A again, so we have to include the production of our non-terminal, in this case A. So we have to include these two production, and with the look ahead is same as the first one. Okay. Then if you carry it out with B, with this I2, then B is our last one, then B dot comma dollar. So here it's a final item and we can't we don't have to do anything. Okay. So that's for this I2. And if you consider for I3, if you carry it out with go to with A, small letter A, it's going to be the same I3 again. Okay. So if you're going to carry it out with this small letter A, we have it will give you the production of this first line. So dot will come to the middle. So A, small letter A dot capital letter A, which becomes the first line of production. Everything is same. So it will give the this same step only. Then if you consider with capital letter A, then we have to consider this first line of production where small letter A, capital letter A dot, comma, then our look ahead, that is A or B. Okay. So this is our uh, another state. And if you consider B, it's going to give this I for that, where A implies B dot, comma, A or B. Okay, A or B. So this is how your I3 will end. So I5 is final, so no problem. And with I6 also, if you consider go to with small letter A, it will give the same state. If you consider capital letter A, then it will give a new state. If you consider capital A, we have to consider this first element. Okay, so your dot will go to the next after the element. So small letter A, capital letter A dot, comma, dollar. And if you consider B, so B means we have to consider this third line of production. So dot will go after B. So it will give this same as your previous I7. And I think that's it. Okay, so here we have I0, I1, I2 till I9. So we have 10 states. Okay. So considering that diagram and the production S over here as numbering S like this, you can construct the parsing table like this, where this will be your state, and everything with shift and go to will be same. Okay. Everything with shift and go to will be same. Okay, so here only we have to make difference with reduce. So what does we just mention with reduce? That we can reduce only with the look ahead symbol. Okay, so when we are considering about state I4, so if you consider I4, so if you consider look I4, what is our look ahead? Our look ahead is either A or B. So we are going to do our reduction in A or B, and the production is our production A implies B, which refers to the third numbering 3. So we put it R3, R3. Okay, so the production is A implies B, and the look ahead is A or B. So the reduce move has been applied to the look ahead production look ahead symbol, that is A or B. So R3, R3 to the symbol of A and B. Okay, your safe, your go-to will be same as the previous LR0 or SLR1 parsing table, only the difference is your reduce move. Okay, so and this is the first one. And if you consider I5, the I5, so what is our look ahead is dollar. So we are going to write the reduce in the dollar place. Okay, so R1, and the production here is S implies AA. So the production is R1. Okay, and with R7, with I7, with state I7, so what is our production? Production is A implies B, and what is our look ahead? Look ahead is dollar. So production is I7, uh, A implies B, so it's the third production. So R3, and the look ahead is dollar. So we place it over here in I7 in dollar, and with with state I8. So what is the production? The production is A implies small letter A, capital letter A. This is our production, and the look ahead is A or B. So we are going to reduce the move in this production, in this um, in this look ahead symbols. Okay. So the look ahead symbols are A or B. So we are going to place our reduce to which production number 2. So R2, and with state number I9. So I9, what is the production? Production is A implies small letter A, capital letter A, and the look ahead is dollar. Okay, look ahead is dollar. So we're going to place the reduce move in the dollar place. So in dollar place, we're going to use the reduce move, and the production is the second one. Okay. So so in this manner, we can construct the parsing table for CLR1 as well. So what can be noted from here is your parsing table for CLR1 is different with from your LR0 or SLR1, only with the reduce move. So in reduce move, here we use the look ahead symbols. Okay. Now everyone just copy this parsing table, everyone. Once you are done, just copy it. I'll give you 2-3 minutes. So everyone done? So I assume everyone has finished copying this parsing table. Okay. Then the next one is LA/LR parsing. Okay. So here what we learned was there are few states which have the same LR0 items, but they have different look ahead symbols, right? So because of that, we have some more extra states than the previous parsing types. Okay. So in LA/LR1 parsing, it refers to look ahead LR parsing. So here it's going to combine all those states where we have the same LR0 items but different look ahead. Okay. So if you look over here, just try to find the state which have the same LR0 items but different look ahead symbols. Okay, just try to find. So what are the states which have the same LR0 items but different look ahead symbols?
Uh, A from I to A gives
No, no, no.
dot.
No, no, you don't have. What I'm asking is state I3. So just for example, just look I3 and I6. I3 ka I6 ka duyan ngo. Whether the LR0 are items, LR0 items are same or not.
Yes, sir.
Uh, so if you look at I3 and I6, only their look ahead is different. Okay. So this one example. Then I4 and I7. Look, I4 and I7. I4 and I7 are they same?
Yes, sir.
I so I3 and I6 are same. So just note it down. I3 and I6 are same. They have same LR0 items but different look ahead symbols. Then I4 and I7 they have same LR0 items but different look ahead symbols. Okay. Then your I8 and I9. Okay. I8 and I9 they also have same LR0 and LR0 items but different look ahead symbols. Right. Okay. So in this new parsing that is look ahead LR1's parsing, it's going to combine all this type of states where they have same LR0 items but different different look ahead. Okay, so instead of, if you note down I3, so we know that I3 and I6, I3 and I6 are equivalent. So instead of this, it's going to be replaced by I3, I6. Okay. So whatever that is have same LR0 items, it's going to be grouped up in this manner. So I4 and I7, they are equal, so it will be grouped as I4, I47. Then similarly, I8 and I9 are equal, so it will group up to 8, 9. Okay. This will be in LA, LR1 parsing. Okay. So, so okay, so it will group in this manner. Okay. So and it, so it will wherever you have your state 3, it's going to be whether it's state 3 or state 6, it's going to replace by this 3, 6. Wherever you find 4 or 7, it's going to be replaced by 4, 7, 47. Okay, so wherever you have I8 or 9, it's going to replace by 8, 9. Okay, okay, just note it down, this 3 thing. So if you note down, okay, then you come to the parsing table. So so you have this one is your 3. So 3 will be replaced with what, 3, 6. Okay, and 4 will be replaced with 4, 7. Okay, so then 3 will be replaced with this 6 will be as 6 will be replaced with 3, 6. Okay, so just replace wherever 3 or 6 with whatever the combination we give. Okay, so just replace all those. So replace 3, 6, 4, 7, 8, 9 in all the states in and other that is available. Okay, just replace it, everyone. Everyone done? Yes or no? So replace all those 3 or 6 with 36, 4 or 7 with 47, 8 or 9 with 89. So it may be instead and all the other rows or columns that you find it. Okay. So have you done? Everyone, have you completed? Anyone, have you completed or not? Vivan, have you completed?
I'm not exactly sure, sir, of how to do. Just
No, what I'm trying to say is we're trying to create a other parsing table that is LALR1 parsing table. Okay, we can derive it from this CLR1 parsing table. So here how we are going to do is we're going to replace all those numbers, as I mentioned before, that those that have same LR0 items, okay, but different look ahead, they can be replaced with numbers. So if you the state in this case, in this example, your state I3 and I6 has the same LR0 items but different look ahead. So instead of I3 or I6, we are going to replace with I36. Okay, so in this table, what do you find? Wherever you find 3 or 6, so let me say, so this 3 will be, let's start from state, this 3 will be replaced with 36, this 4 will be replaced with 47, then the 6 will be also replaced with 36, then 7 will be replaced by 47, then 8 will be replaced by 89, then 9 will be replaced by 89. Okay, done, everyone done?
yes, sir. That one I have done, but I'm
Okay,
not sure about
okay,
will the be
okay.
needed.
Okay, and then I'll tell you. Then 3 will be again replaced with 36. Then 4 will be replaced with 47. Then 6 is 36. 7 is 47. Again 3 will be 36. 4 will be 47. Then 3 will be 36, in this case 36. Then 6 is again also 36. 7 47. Then 3 also 36. R2 also 2. Is there 2 with any I think there is no match with 2. Okay, it will remain and is. Then here also, mm, here also 8, and here 8 should be replaced with 8 9. Here 9 will be also replaced with 8 9. Everyone done?
Yes, sir.
So there, if you combine your I combine those rows which have the same states. So I36, you will have this I3 that will be replaced with 36, and this I6 replaced with 36. So just combine those and just combine them, and you'll get a new row for I36. Okay. So I1, I2 will be same, where it will have your this part we have already changed. Then I3 and I6, they have this I3 and I6, it will be same, so it will be replaced with 36 36. So combine them. So I mean, so if you consider I3, it has only a small letter A and B, and if you consider I6, also it has only a small letter N, small letter B. So it will be the same. Okay, instead of 2 rows, we can just neglect one and we can make only one out of them. So 4 and 7 also same thing. So here in case of 4 and 7 has this in dollar, so dollar has to be included over here. Okay, and for 8 and 9 also, R2 has to be included over here. Okay, so let me. So look here, this is what I'm talking about. Look ahead, LR parsing. So here we're going to combine all those production that have same LR zero items but different look ahead. Okay. So so if you combine, it has to be look like this. All those three has to be changed to 36. Okay. So there is some mistake with this one. So all three has to be changed to 36. All four has to be changed to 47. So it has to. Okay, then. So how do you get? Just tell me. Past I node, I1, I2. There will be no changes at all. Okay. So how do you get? Just tell me, someone. Just combine them. Are you guys following it or not? Anyone? If you don't understand, just tell me. I think no one is. I'm not sure whether you are understanding it or not. No one is replying. Anyone?
Sir,
Ah.
one thing. Sir, you said that we will copy from. Suppose let's say we are talking about I36. So there will be I0, I1, I2, and I36, right, sir? And then I47, I5. Then for the previous I6, will we write I36 again, or there's no need?
What? So
Sir, after
all those
I5,
rows of all those rows that have the same. Okay, there is some mistake with this table. I will rectify it, and I'll send in the rectified. I'll send in the Google Classroom. But if you combine all those that have the same LR0 item columns, then you'll get the final parsing table. Okay. So let me. So I note it will have your A will have S36, then B will have S47, then your S must not have 1, 2. Okay, only 2 must be there in A. Okay, there must be only 2 in A. Okay, so let me just read it out. So in S, it must be blank. Okay, in place of A, it must be 2 for the first column. Okay. First column, there is I node. I node your left hand side S36, then S47 is okay. Then in the right hand side, S and A, S should be left as blank, and in A it must be have 2. Everyone got the same answer?
yes,
Everyone?
sir.
Then in I1, it's only same as before, like except must be in the place of dollar. Okay, not in the middle. Except has to be in the place of dollar. Okay. In I1, except must be in place of dollar. Dollar place except must be then. In I2, as usual, it must have, okay, it must have, as given here, S36, S47, and then 5S it is. Okay. I note, I think everyone is okay. S will be blank, A will be 2, then I1 as it is, then I2 S36, S47, then in place of A it's 5, then I36 you'll have S36 in place of A, then S47 in place of B. Everyone got it? Everyone?
Yes.
S47. Okay. Then I47. Okay, it is okay. In place of reduce move, we don't have to include. Okay. Okay. So in place of reduce move, what we are going to do in reduced move, we this 3 refers to the particular production number, right? So it doesn't have to be 36 or other thing. Okay. In shift and go to, we have to change the thing. So in reduced move, it has to be R3, R3, and R3 as it's combined the rows of 4 and I4 and I7. And in case of I5 is only R1. In case of I8, 9, it has to be this 3. Okay, it combined those rows, I8 and I9. Okay. Okay, I'll rectify and I'll send in the Google Classroom. Okay. Then if you have any problem, tell me, else I'll call one by one. Roll number 1. Roll number
Brilliant,
1.
brilliant, sir.
Are you there in the whole class?
Yes, sir.
Okay. 2,
Yes, sir.
3. Okay, those